And good afternoon. Welcome to Hannah Field. Here this afternoon, we've got junior high football on the Highline Activity Network as Valley City gets ready to take on the Wahpeton Huskies in 7th and 8th grade football. And good afternoon. Paul McDonald with you here from Hannah Field, along with our technical director, camera operator, Ray Nelson. We appreciate you joining us on this very steamy and warm Thursday evening. Lots of sunshine. There's not a cloud in the sky right now. Very windy, though. The wind coming out of the southeast. And so that will a little bit more of a warmer wind. And so that is going to make things a little interesting. Right now, the Highliners, they have the wind at their back. They'll be kicking off to get things started here in our 7th grade matchup. Wahpeton in their purple tops, white pants, white helmet. Valley City in their Highliner blue tops, the navy pant and navy helmet. Looks like Boyd Westman is standing next to the ball. Lance Lukes, one of our officials crew here tonight. Oh, they got to get the chain gang on the other side of the field. Tom Milbrandt and Brandon Myers, coaches here for the 7th graders. 8th graders coached by Jimmy Howard and Preston Myers. I think a lot of times Coach Milbrandt and Coach Howard like to exchange notes when it comes to offenses. We are set to go. Garrett Govan has the ball teed up. We'll kick her off here for the 7th graders as we get ready for junior high football here. It's the first game is our 7th graders, 8th graders to follow around 6:15 tonight. And Govan approaches, and we are underway. Junior high football tonight here from the Hannah Field. Ball inside the 20, inside the 15. It's going to be picked up inside about the 10-yard line by Trayson Kappas. And Trayson will take it out close to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Wahpeton at the 20, at their own 20. They're on the 19, 1st and 10. And these two schools played a couple of weeks ago down in Wahpeton in varsity football. Won there by Wahpeton on a late score, 31-27, the final there. 1st and 10 here for the Huskies from their own 19-yard line. Just getting things started here in the first quarter. Dakota Spiekemeyer is your quarterback working from the pistol. 3 receivers here to the near side of the field, and he turns on the handoff, gives to his tailback, Trayson Kappas, and Kappas gets out across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. Callan Hansen there defensively, or 71, pardon me. That was Luke Sorby there defensively, not 11, 71 on the tackle. So it'll bring up 2nd down. After a gain of a couple of yards out to the 21-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Spiekemeyer and the pistol have backs on both sides. 2nd down and 8. Handoff goes to Kappas, and Kappas carries it across the 25 up to around the 25-yard line. And he picks up 4 more yards, brings up a 3rd down. Out to the 25. Gain of 4 brings up 3rd. And we'll call it 4 yards to go here for Wahpeton. The ball resting on their own 35-yard line. So they come up to the line of scrimmage. Facing down 3rd and 4 from the 35. Receivers wide both sides of the field. Spiekemeyer in the pistol. From the 35. Carry here to the near side, around the corner. Jet Johnson, he's got running over to the 30. Check that 20 to the 40. Cuts back at the 45, and Johnson across the 50-yard line. Jet Johnson with a nice carry. And Ryan Malcolm there defensively, or was that to check that? That's Walker on the tackle there. That was Sylvester Walker on the tackle, and helped out by Kaysen Zimba. But a carry to the Highliner 49-yard line. 19-yard pickup for Jet Johnson. And it's 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the Highlander 49. Wide receiver, one of them goes wide to the far side of the field. Spiekemeyer in the pistol. Lone setback is Kappas from the 49. Fake the pitch. Spiekemeyer keeps it himself. Spins at the 50-yard line. Brought down from behind right back to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 coming up here for the Huskies. Lincoln Berg on the tackle for the Highliners, coming up from behind from his nose tackle spot. He's kind of a nose tackle / end. So no gain on the pickup there by Spiekemeyer. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the Highliner 49. 5:15 here in the opening quarter. No score. Opening possession for Wahpeton. So they'll be facing a 2nd down and 10. And line of scrimmage at that Highliner 49. 85 degrees our game time temperature today. Spiekemeyer keeps it himself. He was going to give and then decided to keep it himself, and he is upended. Jacob Bollingberg on the tackle there for Valley City, and helped out by Callan Hansen. He gets to the 44, or 46, pick up 3 yards on that carry. Looked like he wanted to give the ball to Kappas, but decided to keep it and picks up 3 yards. And now the Huskies facing a 3rd down and 7 from the Highliner 46. Colin Brownlee, the coach for the Huskies, defensive coach for the Huskies. Snap, straight back to Jet Johnson, hit to the near side of the 40. He's going to have another 1st down. 2 carries and 2 first downs for Jet Johnson. 2nd 1st down on the drive, takes it from the 46 to the Highliner 37, picks up 9 yards. So Johnson with a couple of carries for 28 yards, and both resulted in the 1st down for the Huskies with 3:40 remaining here in 1st quarter. Five, 6, 7 plays so far for Wahpeton on this drive, which started back at their own 19. Spiekemeyer has Johnson come to motion across the backfield, takes the handoff. Spiekemeyer wants to run with the ball. He's got running over to the 35. He is brought down about the 31. Looked like a little bit of an opening. Hansen there defensively on the tackle for Valley City, along with Sylvester Walker. So a gain to the 31. So they'll pick up about 5 yards on the carry. And it brings up 2nd down and 5 from the 31. Need to get to the 28. Actually, 2nd and about 3. And Spiekemeyer gives to Johnson. He was hit head on, and Callan Hansen, or check that, Luke Sorby grabbed him from behind and held on and got a little bit of help. But it is enough for another Husky 1st down to the 27-yard line. So pick up a 4 more yards. So Jet Johnson has carried the ball 3 times. He's gotten a 1st down on all 3 carries. 32 yards on those 3 carries. So 1st and 10 for Wahpeton at the Highliner 26-yard line. 2 minutes exactly to go here 1st quarter. All plays been on the ground on this drive. Here is the handoff to Kappas up the middle. And Tracy gets inside the 30, 25. And then he takes the pile down inside the 20 to the 19. Good second effort there by Tracy Kappas. Hansen and Sylvester there again on the tackle. We've got a timeout taken by Valley City. Again, the line of scrimmage is marked at the 19-yard line. It was a gain of 7 on the carry for Kappas. So we had a timeout on the field. We'll be back with more Highlander football, junior high football. Minute 38 to go here in quarter number 1. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout for Wahpeton. Johnson with the carry. He was dropped for a loss back to the 20. Well, let's see where they mark it. And they were at the 16. They're going to mark it back to the 21-yard line. So a loss of 5 yards on the play. So after 3 carries, they picked up 3 first downs. Doesn't get it there. Now from the 22. Third down coming up here for the Huskies from the Highlander 22-yard line. Here's a jet sweep to Jet Johnson inside the 20, and Johnson will power his way down to the 16, back to the original line of scrimmage, and gets those 5 yards back. But it will be 4th and short. Boy, 4th and about a yard here for Wahpeton. They need to get to the 16 for the first down. So we'll call 4th and a long yard to go here for Wahpeton on a long drive. This will be the 12th play of this drive. And the previous 11 have all been on the ground. As this drive started at their own 19-yard line, and now they have a 4th and inches from the Highlander 17. And now a timeout is going to be taken. And that was the end of the quarter, actually. So that's the end of the first quarter. And your score at the end of 1. It is Valley City nothing, Wahpeton nothing. Wahpeton has a 4th and inches when we come back to start the second quarter. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. It is 4th and inches here for the Wahpeton Huskies from the Highlander 17-yard line. Spiekemeyer takes it himself. Flag on the play. He's got the first down, but the line judge here, the near side, threw the flag. That might be, I think they might have Jet Johnson. Yep, that's going to be illegal motion against the Huskies. Our first penalty of the game. I think Jet Johnson started upfield a little too quick as he was in motion. It is enough for a first down. Coach Milbrandt trying to figure out what he wants to do, so it'll back him up 5 yards. So we'll make it officially the 22-yard line and brings up 4th now and 6 from the 20 or the 21. Well, again, they need to get to the inside of the hash mark at the 16. And right now the line of scrimmage is right at the 21, so it is a 4th down and 5 3/4. Offensive coach for the Huskies on the field. Islanders, of course, have the plays getting shuffled in from the sidelines, and you are allowed to have the coach on the field. Here's Spiekemeyer, gives out Jet Johnson, gets around the corner at the 20, running him to the 15. He's at the 10 to the 5. Jet Johnson's in for the touchdown. Jet Johnson on 4th and about 5 takes it in from 21 yards away. So Johnson's got 6 carries and 4 first downs and 1 touchdown. So that was a 12-play drive and took all of the first quarter and 42 seconds of the second quarter. So 8 minutes and 42 seconds, and they marched 81 yards. And now the conversion coming up here with the 2-point conversion with 7:18 to go here in the second quarter. Spiekemeyer swings it out. Kappas cuts inside a couple of blockers and to the goal line in for the conversion. So the conversion is good, and we'll come back up the field with 7:18 left to go here in the second quarter. And your score, it is Wahpeton 8, Valley City nothing. This is Highliner Junior High Football, live from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. And that was a 12-play, 81-yard drive, 8:42 off the clock. Jet Johnson, the 21-yard touchdown run on 4th and 5. And the Huskies with the 8-0 lead, early moments of the second quarter. And Valley City now will get their first crack at it. Jared Borg onto the field and takes his spot on the front line on this return team. Kickoff is a low-line drive roller, picked up at the 24 or 34-yard line. Here to the near side is Bollingberg, and Jacob gets out across the 35 to the 37. And that's where Valley City offense will come out for the first time. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. With 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Highlanders in their first offensive possession. And the 50 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Jacob Bollingberg and Garrett Govan usually alternate at that quarterback spot. Govan's going to start right now. Ryan Malcolm in the backfield. He's the lone setback. Hansen comes in motion, lines up as a fullback. Malcolm gets the carry, goes right behind Callan Hansen, and he is stood up at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. Jet Johnson there defensively. Kappas also there defensively for the Huskies. And looks like Micah Anderson also in on the tackle. Ryan Malcolm making his first carry of the game. And he's going to get no yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 37. Highliners going from left to right here in the second quarter. Our last event of the week tonight, Highlander football on the road. Volleyball, they're up at Grand Forks Red River tonight. From the 37-yard line. Callan Hansen goes in motion across the backfield. Govan under center. Gives off to Malcolm. Malcolm steers away from one tackler. Tries to get to the outside. He's got the corner. Malcolm to the 40. He's at the 45, 50. Orion Malcolm then is pushed out of bounds on the far sideline right in Wahpeton territory inside the 50-yard line. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Highliners. That was Jackson Webush that had the touchdown-saving tackle and pushed him out of bounds. And they'll mark it haven't put the ball down yet. Oh, they're going to say went out of bounds. There's where they put it at the 48-yard line. So it went out of bounds at the 48. That's a 15-yard run for Malcolm. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners. At the Husky 48, 5:40, clock ticking. We're in the second quarter. About a 5-minute halftime, and then we'll get ready for the third quarter. Again, rolling things through. We got a couple of games here this afternoon. From the 48, Hansen goes in motion. Govan stumbles, down he goes. Now, Garrett Govan, I don't know if he got tripped up by his own man when he might have got his foot stepped on when he came out from behind center, but he is going to lose 3 yards back to the 49-yard line. So a loss of 3 for the Highliners as Govan stumbled coming up from behind center. So the line of scrimmage back to the 49 in Highliner territory as we hit the even 5-minute mark in quarter number 2, 8-0 advantage to the Huskies. 7th grade football here tonight on the Highliner Activity Network. Glad you could be with us on a windy, hot Thursday night. And you're wearing a sweatshirt. Well, it was a little chillier this morning. Not even 60 degrees this morning. 4.5 minutes here in the second quarter. Highliners will have Sylvester wide out here to the near side of the field. Bollingberg is split out wide to the far side. That's the short side of the field. Ryan Malcolm is the lone step back. Hansen in motion. Govan rolling out. Garrett wants to keep it. He cuts it up at the 50. Garrett Govan here to the 45. And Govan, of those long strides, takes it down about the 42-yard line before being tackled there by Carter Rabbithead. So mark it down to the 42. It'll bring up 3rd down for Valley City after that 6-yard pickup for Govan. Govan, of course, the dual sport athlete here in the fall, runs cross country. I think he's won a couple of meets, has been one of the more consistent runners for the junior varsity for Coach Bilkey and Highliner cross country. They'll be on the road in Grand Forks here on Saturday in the border battle, which is a huge cross country meet. From the 42-yard line, again, Hansen comes in motion, stops back behind the tackle. He'll get the inside handoff. Callan Hansen at the 41 and then thrown back by Rabbithead on the tackle. They're going to give him to the 40, give him a little forward progress to the 40-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of a couple of yards there for Callan Hansen. So it'll be a 4th down and 2 for Valley City at the Husky 40-yard line. Fast-moving first half as we have not had one pass play. And we got 2:45 left to go in the second quarter. Huskies, all 12 of their plays were rushing plays. All 5 here for Valley City have been on the ground. From the 40, Hansen stops, set up. Malcolm, handoff at the 40. Ooh, nice tackle. Rabbithead comes and got him from behind and brought him down after a gain of 1 to the 39-yard line, so that's not enough for a first down. So the ball's going to go over to Wahpeton. And the Huskies will take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line with 2 minutes and 23 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. Valley City trailing Wahpeton by a score of 8-0. And Highlanders are on the road for varsity this week, going all white. I'm kind of interested to see what that looks like. White pant along with their white jersey, so all white look in Jamestown here on Friday night. Highlanders coming off a big homecoming win over Fargo South last week, 27-20. And they're just wrapping up practice here as we see them over in the distance here on the north side of the field. From the 39, on the handoff goes to Kappas. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it before being brought down by Camden Amon. No gain on the play. So from their own 39-yard line, 1:40 to go. Huskies here in the second quarter, leading it. Actually, they're going to give him a yard. They're going to give him a yard out to the 40, so we'll give him a yard too. 2nd and 9 from the 40. Spiekemeyer, the signal caller, gives off to Johnson. Jet Johnson gets away from Hansen, and he is going to get back there just luckily enough to get back to the line of scrimmage. Slipped away from Callan Hansen in the backfield and was able to find his way up back to the 40-yard line. No gain on the play. And we have a timeout on the field taken by Valley City. 1:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Valley City trailing Wahpeton 8-0. This is Highliner Junior High Football live from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. Third down coming up here, third down at the 40-yard line, 3rd and 9 for Wahpeton. Spiekemeyer in the pistol formation. There's a flag. That might be against the Highliners. It is offside against Valley City. That's the first penalty on Valley City, so that will move the Huskies 5 yards closer. Makes it 3rd and 4 from the 45. 1:09 to go, second quarter, 8-0 Huskies with the lead. This is the Huskies' second offensive possession as they marched downfield in their first possession, went 81 yards on 12 plays, all running. 8:42 off the clock, took the entire first quarter and the first 42 seconds of the second quarter. And now from the 45, wide side on the handoff, Kappas hit. Ooh, good solid hit as he was closing in on the first down marker. Callan Hansen came up and stopped him in his tracks right at the 48, so he is going to be short of the first down by 1 yard. 4th and 1 coming up here from the 48-yard line for Wahpeton. For the final 40 seconds of the second quarter. So I think they're just going to they're going to call a timeout because it is 4th down and a long yard to go. So a timeout taken by Wahpeton with 31 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Are they just going to let it run out? Because now Wahpeton's walking to the other end of the field. Not sure. Oh, they're going to give him the punt. I keep forgetting junior high rules. You can either punt or you can just tell them take it at the 20. So that's what the Highlanders are doing. Got to remember. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. The Highlanders take over as that's called a punt. And, boy, he would have been kicking into he would have had the win at his back, so he might have gotten a little bit of a boot into it. So 1st and 10 for the Highliners from their own 20-yard line. Maybe a play or two left to go here in the second quarter. Garrett Gobin now is going to come out. And he is at quarterback. From the 22-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. Sylvester wide here to the near side. 2 receivers wide to the left. Malcolm the lone setback. Callan Hansen now comes in motion across the backfield. Gobin pitches wide side. Malcolm, and he is being pursued, and Kappas pushes him out of bounds. Nice job there by Trayson Kappas. Trayson never really got a hand on him, but made him change his direction and just kind of pushed him out of bounds. That's going to be a loss back to the 19-yard line, loss of 3 yards on the play. And with 23 seconds to go, and he got out of bounds. And you get one more play in here. It is 2nd down and 13 for Valley City from the 19-yard line. Two receivers left, one here to the near side, Walker. Now Hansen goes from slot, moves across the backfield. Handoff Malcolm, gets away from Rabbit Head, then wrapped up a big bear hug as he crossed the 20-yard line. And back to the original line of scrimmage, +1. And I do think that was 42. That was Sebastian Gonzalez that wrapped him up. And they'll mark it out to the 23. So that will bring up a 3rd down and 9. No, it won't. That's the end of the quarter. And we are through 2 quarters of football. Malcolm would get credit for a 4-yard carry on that last carry. So we are at halftime, and your score. It is Valley City trailing the Wahpeton Huskies in our 7th grade game, 8-0. We're back with more Highlander football, junior high football from Hannah Field on the Highlander Activity Network. Back here at Hannah Field, Paul McDonald and technical director, camera operator Ray Nelson. We are set to go for our third quarter. Valley City trailing 8-0. And we are underway for start of quarter number 3. And picked up by Callan Hansen on the far side. And Hansen will get it out to about the 39. And that will be, well, let's see, marked it at the 39-yard line. So that's where the Highliners will have it, 1st and 10. At the 39-yard line, at their own 39. Just getting things started here in quarter number 3. Govan has gone all the way at quarterback here for Valley City. From the 39. It'll be 1st down and 10. Got motion, Hansen now stops. As that extra tackle, hand off to Malcolm, grab from behind, and that was Jet Johnson that might have grabbed him from behind. And it's going to be a gain of a yard for Malcolm out to the 40-yard line. Malcolm 6 carries, 18 yards so far. From the 40. Second down play coming up here. I formation, or the lone setback is Malcolm. Here's Hansen. This time he goes all the way across the backfield. And Govan, the quarterback, back to pass, and he's going to be, well, he just kind of dumped it off. That could have been intentional grounding. And they're just going to call incompleted pass. Jet Johnson was in the backfield and wrapped him up. And Govan didn't have any opportunity to even get set to throw that one. The first time he's back to pass. So a 3rd down and 9 from the 40-yard line coming up here for the Highliners. Trailing 8-0 with 6 minutes and 51 seconds left to go. Oh, the tee was still up on the field from the opening kickoff. They got to go get that off the field. Third down and 9 from the 40. Two receivers here to the near side. One split wide to the far side. Govan back to throw. Here comes Johnson. Throwing. It's up for grabs near side. Incomplete. He was looking for Bollingberg here on the near side. Incompleted pass brings up 4th down. And 9 from the 40. And he had the wind at his back, but that was actually, he was throwing from the far side here to the near side, so the wind didn't have much of an issue with that one. 4th down play coming up here for Valley City. 8th graders warming up off of the distance for both teams. That game's scheduled for 6. It'll probably be more closer to 6:15 first snap. These two passes that we have had from Garrett Govan, the first 2 that we have had here in the game. From the 40-yard line. One receiver to the far side, Bollingberg. Sylvester here to the near side. Hansen lines up in the slot. Comes in motion. It's behind the tackle. Play action. Govan to throw. Throwing over the middle and incomplete. Overshot Sylvester, and he had a couple of Huskies with him on the play. I think like Rabbit Head was there for Wahpeton, along with Sebastian Gonzalez. So a 4th down, and the ball will go over to Wahpeton on downs at the Highliner 40-yard line. So it's 6 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Wahpeton with very good starting field position at the Highliner 40. Lone touchdown of the game, a 21-yard touchdown run on a 4th and 5 by Jet Johnson. Trayson Kappas out of the two-point conversion, 8-0 Huskies, and that's where we stand with 6.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Johnson on the jet sweep, gets the handoff, gets out of one, eludes the second, and then the Highlanders gang tackle him at the 45. So about a 5-yard pickup there for Jet Johnson. Brings up second down and 5 from the 35-yard line. Johnson, 8 carries, 58 yards on the ground here for Wahpeton. 4 of his carries have gone for first downs. And one of those first downs also was a touchdown, a 21-yard run. From the 35-yard line, second down and 5 for the Huskies. With 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go, we're in quarter number 3. Huskies up 8-0. Their opening drive took all of the first quarter and 42 seconds of the second quarter. From the 35, again, Johnson in motion. This time kept by Spiekemeyer and grabbed from behind. Luke Sorby grabs him from behind. No gain on the play, and the quarterback keep. And bring up third down and 5 from the 35 for the Huskies. Luke Sorby stayed home and grabbed hold of the jersey and brought him down for the no gain on the play. So third and 5 coming up here for Wahpeton at the Highlander 35-yard line as we approach 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Wahpeton leading at 8-0. From the 35, receivers on both sides of the field. Actually more of a diamond formation here, the near side. Pitch to the wide side. On the carry is Kappas. Flag on the play. We're going to have a holding call in the backfield, but they'll probably deny that. Bollingberg comes up with the tackle, helped out by Sylvester. As Kappas got 1 yard to the 34-yard line, and I'm going to guess they're going to decline the penalty. Or are they going to back him up? Well, they are going to back him up. So they will back him up 10. Second penalty for the Huskies for 15 yards. So they'll have third down and 15 from the 35-yard line. Huskies with their coach in the huddle. Again, the Highlanders do not have the coaches. They just stay on the sidelines and they shuffle the play in and out. The Huskies have their coaches right there in the backfield and in the huddle. From the 45-yard line, it is third and 15 for Wahpeton. Spiekemeyer looking to throw. His first attempt. Now he rolls. Dumps it off. And incomplete. He had a couple of players there. Rabbit Head was one of them. Gonzalez was the other, but there was also a Highliner there. And they are lucky that that is just going to go down as an incompleted pass. So 4th and 5 for Wahpeton at the Highlander 45. With just over 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Oh, and there was a penalty on the play. This is a big one, too. This is a 15-yarder. Might have been roughing the passer. Did not see what the signal was. So it is, actually, it's more than that. That's a that's a 25-yard penalty. The other one from the 45 to the 20. Oh, the Highlanders. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting about the punt. I got to pay attention. Rain. That was a punt, if you will, and so it's back to the 20-yard line. That's twice I messed up now. I do 3, and Rain takes over. So the Highlanders from their own 20-yard line with 4:02 left to go here in the third quarter, trailing 8-0. Now looks like Bollingberg is the quarterback with Govan, the lone setback. Jacob hands it off to Govan. Govan to the 20 and then wrapped up at the 21. Stood up and brought down. Gonzalez there for the Huskies, along with Weebush. So a gain of a yard for Govan, who is now working as the single slot back or the running back. 2nd and 9 from the 21. So Bollingberg now comes from wide receiver and will take over at the quarterback spot. From the 21-yard line, 2nd and 9. Bollingberg, he'll send Hansen in motion. And Jacob lost the ball. The ball is free. I don't know if this is a fumble or a pass or what it is. I think they're going to call it a fumble. It's going to be lost all the way back to the 15-yard line. So that'll be a loss of 6 yards. And we'll bring up a 3rd and a whole bunch. 3rd and about 14 for the Highliners. At the, well, we'll call 3rd and 15 from the 15-yard line. So 3rd down play coming up here for Wahpeton, or for Valley City, with 2:25 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Highlanders facing a 3rd and 15 from their own 15. And Govan turns and says something to one of the receivers. 2 receivers here to the near side. Here's Hansen again in motion across the backfield. And Bollingberg, the lefty, he is going to be wrapped up, and a great job there on the outside by Jet Johnson. He got a great start off that snap, and he will sack Bollingberg all the way back inside the 10-yard line, back to the 9, or right to the 10. So a loss of 10 yards on the play. And brings up 4th down, and the Highlanders are just going to say, send him downfield. So the proverbial punt for Valley City. And I believe it's 25 yards downfield. So from the 15, it'll bring them out to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 40 for Wahpeton with 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. As the Huskies face a 1st and 10 from the Highlander 40. Spiekemeyer brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Twin slots. Spiekemeyer to Johnson, goes right up the middle, inside the 35. He'll have close to 1st down yardage. He got to about the 31, and a scrum ensued, and he'll mark him at the 32-yard line, picks up 8 yards. 9 carries for 66 yards rushing here for Jet Johnson. From the 32-yard line, 2nd down and 2 for Valley City. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, clock ticking. 2nd possession of the quarter for the Huskies. At the 32. Kappas, Johnson, backs on either side of the quarterback. Spiekemeyer. Here goes Kappas to the outside, across the 30, inside the 25, and in Callan Hansen butt heads as they get down close to the 20. It'll be enough for a Husky 1st down. And they are going to mark it down at the 21-yard line. So that'll be a pickup of 11 yards. As Trayson Kappas now has 28 yards on 6 carries. So 1st down play coming up here for Wahpeton from the Highlander 21. Spiekemeyer in that pistol. Gives again. And Hansen coming up. There's a 2-point double leg takedown by Callan Hansen at the 19-yard line. Yeah, I'll give him a couple yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd down and 8 for Wahpeton at the Highlander 19. And that might have been the final play of this third quarter. They're in the huddle with 10 seconds to go on the play clock, or the game clock. There is no play clock in junior high football. So they're going to let this one run out, and that is going to be the end of quarter number 3. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, your score, it is Wahpeton 8, Valley City nothing. We're back with more Highlander football here from Hannah Field on the Highlander Activity Network. We've got 1 quarter of football left to go here in our 7th grade game, Valley City and Wahpeton. Huskies leading it 8-0. And the Huskies will have it at the 19-yard line, facing a 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8 from the 19. As they need to get to about the 11-yard line for the first down. So 2nd down play coming up here for Wahpeton as we start quarter number 4. And there is a whistle. Huskies have had a couple of penalties for 15 yards. Highlanders 1 for 5. I think that was just an official's timeout. So from the 19, here are the Huskies in the pistol. Jet Johnson looking like he'll take the direct snap. He does. He takes it off, and he goes right side. And he gets away from one of the Highlanders that had him wrapped around from behind. He gets inside the 15-yard line. That was Callan Hansen. Looked like Callan had him around the waist, but he takes it down to the 12. It's going to be a yard short of a first down. We'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Huskies from the Highlander 12-yard line. And here for the Huskies on this drive. This will be the 7th play of this drive coming up. So it'll be 3rd down and 1 for Wahpeton from the Highlander 12. As we approach 7 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter, Highlanders trailing at 8-0. Spiekemeyer pitching wide side, Kappas. And Kappas is going to be brought down, but I think he might be, oh boy, they're going to mark it at about the 18, so I'm going to say short of the first down. No gain for Kappas. And we'll bring up a 4th and 1 from the, I said the 18, actually from the 13-yard line. So 4th and 1 from the 13. Six and a half minutes, clock on the move. We're in the 4th quarter. Again, no play clock, so the Huskies use up a lot of that clock as they get in the huddle. Both coaches now on the field. So here's a 4th down and 1 from the 13 for Wahpeton at the Highlander 13-yard line. Spiekemeyer in the pistol. He'll keep it himself. He'll have the first down and more inside the 10 and down to about the 8-yard line. Tackled there by Camden Amon. But he will get to the 8, picks up 5, and a Husky first down. 8 plays now on this drive for Wahpeton, all on the ground. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 8. Wahpeton, if you want time of possession, they have chewed up a lot of time. 8:42 is the entire first quarter and 42 seconds of the second quarter on their opening scoring drive. This one started with 1:40 to go in the third quarter, and 2.5 minutes of the fourth already gone. From the 8, first down and 10 for Wahpeton. Spiekemeyer gives it to Jet Johnson, and he's spun out of a tackle there, and he's going to have running him to the 10, Johnson to the 5, touchdown, and here comes a late flag, and boy, the referee threw it, and he got the wind aided, and he threw that one about 20 yards. The Highliners had him in the backfield. They had him back at about the 15-yard line, and he spun out of that and bounced off a couple more and then kept on going and got into the end zone for the touchdown. Right now it stands as an 8-yard touchdown with 5:10 to go in the quarter, but hold everything. Holding Huskies. So forget about the touchdown. 8-yard run there by Jet Johnson, and the walk-off will take it out to the 13-yard line. So to bring up first down and goal from the 13 for Wahpeton. Spiekemeyer has backs on either side of him. Gonzalez slot right. Spiekemeyer to Johnson. At the 10, at the 5, Jet Johnson reaches for the end zone, and he is in for the touchdown. So Jet Johnson takes it in from 13 yards away. And Huskies now lead at 14-0 with exactly 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. So Johnson, his second touchdown of the game. This one from 13 yards out. And now the conversion is going to be pending here. Spiekemeyer will have Trayson Kappas next to him to his right. On the two-point conversion. Rolling out, Spiekemeyer. Cox fires to the end zone, incomplete, and the conversion is no good. And we come back up the field. We have 5 minutes exactly left to go here in quarter. Oh, hang on a minute. And there must be a flag. It was an ineligible man downfield, so it is a penalty against the Huskies, waved off, and so that will end the drive. Again, here in the fourth on that drive was a 9-play drive for the Huskies. They go 40 yards on 9 plays and take 4 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock. And a touchdown run of 13 yards by Jet Johnson. And Valley City now trailing at 14-0. And they will get the kickoff. And an even 5 minutes to go. So 2-score game here for Wahpeton as they lead 14-0. They'll have a 5-minute warm-up period, even though both teams have warmed up. But they do, I think, put 5 minutes on the clock and give them a little chance to warm up on the field. And it will start our 8th grade game tonight. Junior high football from Hannah Field. There's a line drive kick. Malcolm at the 25. Near side 30. Orion Malcolm at the 34-yard line and down there by Kappas and Rabbit Hit. Out to the 34-yard line. 9-yard return, and Valley City offense back on the field. First and 10 with 4 minutes and 50 seconds here in quarter number 4. And they'll have it at their own 34. So far, not a lot of offense for Valley City. Just 8 yards of total offense. A couple of sacks of Bollingburg didn't help that. So from the 34-yard line, Garrett Govan now back at quarterback. Malcolm the lone setback. Two receivers wide to the far side. Callan Hansen in motion across the backfield from left to right. Play action. Looking for the screen. Dumping it off. He's got Hansen complete at the 20. Callan to the far side at the 25. Across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Or the 36, pardon me. They were looking for that screen. It wasn't there initially, but Govan didn't panic and was able to find Hansen, and they'll get it out to the 38 or 37, gain of a couple yards. That is the first completion in 4 attempts for Govan. Bollingberg, the 2 times he went drop back to pass, was sacked. He got out of bounds. So it is 2nd down and 8 from the 37. Govan under center. Off to Malcolm. Gets a nice block. Malcolm to the corner at the 40. Malcolm to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, and out of bounds here near side. Callan Hansen with a great block on the edge after he came in motion, and that sprang Ryan Malcolm for the big pickup to the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Wahpeton, or for Valley City at the Wahpeton 39. And again, that the 37, that was a 24-yard run by Ryan Malcolm. A timeout taken. So with 3:55 to go here in the 4th quarter. It is a 14-0 advantage right now for Wahpeton. Valley City will have a 1st and 10 at the Wahpeton 39. Malcolm now 7 carries for 42 yards. Govan has carried the ball 3 times for 4. 1 for 2. 1 carry for 2 yards by Callan Hansen, and 2 carries minus 16 yards on the 2 sacks for Jacob Bollingberg. From the 39-yard line, Highliners come up to the line of scrimmage. Kason Zimba and Hansen, 2 receivers to the left. Now here's Hansen in motion. Sylvester, the lone receiver, here to the near side. From the 39, handoff Malcolm. They're going to try the same play, but this time right there coming up is Webush with the tackle as they had that one smelled out. And he comes up with a big defensive play at the 40-yard line. So a loss of yards, 1 yard there. It looked like they were going to try the same play, have Hansen coming in motion and take that edge and see if we can get a blocker and spring Malcolm, and it didn't work that time. From the 40. Hand off Malcolm to the 40, bounces to the outside at the 35, then pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Gain of 6 yards there for Malcolm. And that will bring up a 3rd down play for Valley City from the 34. 3rd and 5. With 3:23 here in the 4th quarter, Highliners down 2 scores, 14-0. A 21-yard touchdown run by Jet Johnson and a 13-yard touchdown run by Jet Johnson. As Johnson definitely has been the workhorse for the Huskies, 11 carries, 80 yards on the ground. From the 34-yard line, it is 3rd down and 5 for Valley City. Hansen. Right of the quarterback, stops, handoff Malcolm up the middle. No, nothing doing on that one. So a loss back to the 36-yard line. So it looks like Malcolm gets a couple yards, then he loses those yards, and now we're going to have a timeout taken by Valley City. 3:05 left to go here, 4th quarter, 14-0. Highliners trailing the Wahpeton Huskies. We're back with more Highliner football from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. Valley City from the 36-yard line. Govan gives off to Malcolm, and Malcolm in the backfield brought down by Jet Johnson. And so that is going to be a loss of a yard or two. They're going to go back to the 39. Loss of 3 there for Orion Malcolm. And that will bring up a first down for Wahpeton. The Huskies will take over at their own 39-yard line with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left to go here in quarter number 4. Huskies leading at 14-0. So the line of scrimmage is the 39-yard line. Again, Jet Johnson, 11 carries, 80 yards, couple of touchdowns in this game. Trace and Kappas, 8 carries for 30 yards. They've only thrown 1 pass. That was an incompletion. From the 39, Johnson, right side, across the 40, and gets out to the 42. So at the 44-yard line, gain of 5 there for Johnson. 12 carries now for 85 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 34. And the clock ticking here. We got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. From the 34, receivers wide both sides of the field. Spiekemeyer gets the snap. Gives out the Kappas, trying to get around the corner. Nothing there, and Camden Amon throws him to the ground back at the 40-yard line. Big open field tackle there by Amon. And that is going to be back to the, well, going to mark it at the 42, so just a loss of a couple yards by Kappas. And we'll bring up a third down from the 42-yard line. 3rd and 7 from the 42. The sun is shining right on the down marker, and because of the glare, I can't see if it's a 2 or a 3. Huskies come up to the line of scrimmage with 1:10 to go here. First down, probably will end this one. From the 42-yard line. Shotgun, Jet Johnson gets the direct snap. He is hit and stuck back at the 44. He'll get 2 yards there. Gallen Hansen will be one of the last Highlanders to get off the ground. Now the Highlanders going to call a timeout. Or the Highlanders will call that timeout after a 2-yard carry by Johnson. So the Highlanders with a timeout, 53 seconds left to go, fourth quarter. Valley City trailing 14-0. This is junior high Highlander football from Hannah Field on the Highlander Activity Network. As we come out of the timeout, I got tangled up there with my long cord. And the line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line for Valley City. So line of scrimmage again at the 26. 53 seconds to go in this one. Highliners need to get to the 36 for the first down. Govan the quarterback. Malcolm the lone setback. And Govan wants to throw. Looking, throwing over the middle, incomplete. So as the ball went over on downs for Valley City, now brings up 2nd down and 10. Govan 1 for 5 passing for 2 yards. From the 26. From the 26-yard line. 2nd down and 10 coming up here. Govan under center. Rolling out. Stops. Throwing. And it is tipped incomplete. Rabbit Head nearly had the interception, but it'll be an incompleted pass. And it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the 26-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down for Valley City. Govan under center. Hand up to Malcolm. Right behind Callan Hansen. Malcolm at the 30 and then pushed out of bounds at about the 31-yard line by Kappas. Pick up a 5 yards there for Malcolm. That'll bring up 4th and 5 for Valley City. Actually, they're going to give him an extra yard or two. They're going to move it out to the 33-yard line. So we'll give him a 7-yard carry. From the 33. And the Highlanders, too, are taking their time in the huddle. 26 seconds to go. They get the plays from the sideline. Coach Milbrandt, the offensive coordinator for the Highlanders 7th graders. He and Coach Jimmy Howard kind of share the offensive duties there. From the 33-yard line, receivers wide to both sides of the field. Malcolm the lone setback. It could possibly be the final play of the game. Govan rolling out. Under pressure, throwing downfield and incomplete. Little, that was 1, 2, 3, 4 Huskies around Sylvester Walker. And it will go down as an incompleted pass. The ball's going to go over on downs. And the Huskies will take over 1st and 10 at the Highlander 33-yard line with 20 seconds left to go here in quarter number 4. A 14-0 Husky lead. So they see if they go into that victory formation here from the 33-yard line. They really only need to run one play from the 33. Snap and a knee taken there by Spiekemeyer, and that's going to do it as the clock will wind down. No one is going to take any more timeouts. And the Wahpeton Huskies won this one by a final score of 14-0. Behind the running of Jet Johnson at 13 carries for 87 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And Trayson Kappas, 9 carries for 28. Spiekemeyer had 5 carries for 13. So 128 yards on the ground. They did not have any passing yards. For Valley City, Orion Malcolm, 12 carries for 49 yards. 3 carries for 4 yards by Govan, 1 for 2 for Hansen, and 2 for minus 16 by Bollingberg, and both of those carries were on sacks. So 53, 55, 39 yards rushing and 2 receiving and 2 passing yards for Valley City in that one. So we'll have about a 5-minute break, and then we'll be ready for our 8th grade game, Valley City and Wahpeton. From Hannah Field, this is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. And we are right into our 8th grade game. Welcome back here to the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald with you, along with Ray Nelson, our camera operator and technical director. And the Highliners will kick the ball away here to start things in the 8th grade game. Glad you could be with us here this afternoon for doubleheader football here on the Highliner Activity Network. And Amari Ronsberg has the ball teed up and will kick her deep here for Valley City. And waiting. Oh, now they got the time up on the clock. Now we're set to go. Here's the kick, and it's taken by the Huskies, and they will come back the other way on the return. Connor. And I'm going to apologize again, Husky fans. If you're listening, the coach only gave me first names and numbers. He didn't know have last names, so that's what I'm going to give you. I'm just going to give you first names of the young men that are going to be on the field here. So the Huskies will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line as we get things started here, first quarter. And they come up to the line of scrimmage. And the throw, dumping it off here near side. Flack on the near side on the return to the 45, to the 50, 45 into Highliner territory. And on the reception there is Tanner. Again, I apologize. I got no last names, gang. We're going to go with first names for these Wahpeton players. That's all I was able to get. But the first down to the 44-yard line. A little swing pass by Flack. And the completion to Tanner at the 44-yard line. Two receivers wide to the far side of the field. And that was, a gain of about 30 yards on that pickup. And Flack now turns on the handoff. And big backs here for Wahpeton. That's going to be to about the 40-yard line. Gain of 4 yards on the pickup. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 from the 40. From the 40-yard line, 2nd down. Handoff, near side on the carry. And here he goes to the 30-yard line. It'll be a 1st down on the carry there by Connor. And we've got a flag on the play. And will be against Wahpeton. Matt Brandvold, our white cap, holding on the Huskies. So the 10-yard walk-off instead of the 1st and 10 from the 30. Out to the 37-yard line. So that's where the Huskies will have it. 1st and 10 from the 37. At the Highliner 37. Two receivers wide to the far side. Two receivers here to the near side of the field. From the 37. On the handoff, there's Amari Ronsberg coming up with a big tackle as he got in the backfield quickly and brought Connor down for a loss. Ronsberg came flying through there, and a loss back into Husky territory at the 49-yard line. So a loss of about 5 yards on the carry. Two receivers wide to the far side, two receivers to the near side. Flag and probably motion or procedure here on the near side. I don't know, you call offside or against the Huskies. So that was offsides against Wahpeton. So walk them off 5 more. So a good looking drive is stalled here for the Huskies. They got into Highliner territory. They would have had a 1st and 10 at the 30, but a holding penalty And then a big play by Amari Ronsberg, and now an offside penalty, and they are backed up to their own 44-yard line. It'll be a third down play coming up. 3rd and 22 from their own 44. Here comes the blitz, throwing the ball flat in over the middle and incomplete, and reaching out just at the last minute was Brady Broughton and knocked it away, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So it'll be 4th down and 22 from the 44-yard line. So the Highliners with a defensive stop there, helped out by a couple of penalties on the Huskies. Here's the snap on the punt. And the kick is away, end over end, backing up. And now coming up, grabbing it on the 24-yard line. On the far side of the carry, Caleb Elston. Elston across the 45 and out to the 49-yard line. And so the Highliners offense will come out 1st and 10 for the first time in the game. Here in our 8th graders, out to the Highliner 48 with exactly 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1, no score. At the 48, 1st and 10. Receivers, 2 of them split wide to the far side of the field, 1 here to the near side. Welken and Gerlach, usually co-quarterbacks here for the Highliners. On the carry, oh, not much there. And wrapped up for no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 10. That was Elston on the carry. So no gain, brings up 2nd and 10. At their own 48. Elston gets the play from Coach Jimmy Howard here on the near sideline. Preston Myers helps out with defense. And Brandon Myers, D coordinator for the 7th graders, up here working the clock. Tom Milbrandt down on the sidelines. He kind of checks and chats with Jimmy Howard. 6th year these 4 gentlemen have been running the junior high football program here for Valley City. 6th year in a row. From the 48, 2nd down and 10. Broughton goes in motion. On the handoff, Welken. Now he's going to keep it far side. Cam gets to the 50-yard line and then pushed out of bounds in Husky territory. Close to the Husky 45. And they'll mark it at the Husky 47-yard line. 5-yard pickup for Welken. Brings up a 3rd down and 5 from the Husky 47. From the 47, 3rd down coming up here for Valley City with 3:54 left to go. We're in the quarter number 1, no score here in our 8th grade game. Gavin Welken under center. Now sends the receiver across the backfield, lines up behind the tight end. On the carry, ducking his head down and going to be right back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. It'll bring up 4th down for Valley City. Elston again on the carry. So they'll probably say no gain on the play for Elston. We'll bring up 4th down, and Valley City needs to get to the 42, 4th and 5 from the Husky 47. From the 47-yard line. Wing in motion is Broughton across the backfield. Whoop, movement on the line, and that could give the Highliners a 1st down by penalty. Ooh. So we'll see when they mark it off, as the ball was actually on the Highliner side of the 47. So if they go the full 5 yards, they're going to, well, they'll give it to them. Let's see now. They'll stretch the chains and actually look and see. Boy, this is an eyeballer. They are going to move it. First down by penalty for Valley City. So the 5-yard offside penalty gives the Highlanders a 1st and 10 at the 42. Now they got to get the chain set, so hang on here. Highlanders are coming up the line of scrimmage, but they got to get the chain set on the far side. Broughton comes in motion across the backfield from the 42. Welkin gives off to Elston at the 40. And then McCaleb will get inside the 40-yard line down to the 38. Picks up 4. And that will bring up a 2nd and 6 for Valley City from the 38. From the 38-yard line, Valley City Highlanders on their opening possession here in the first quarter. 2:24 remaining, no score. 8th grade game, Valley City and Wahpeton here from Hannah Field. The shade now just starting to creep across the football field here from the near side, west side of the field to the east side. Here's Broughton in motion on a 2nd down and 6. Pitch wide side, or short side, gives it off to Elston. And McCaleb at the 35-yard line, then pushes the pile forward, and Elston's going to get down close to first down yardage. I'm going to say that is enough for a first down to the 30-yard line. So a little second effort there by Elston. He'll pick up 8 yards and a first down. So 1st and 10 for Valley City at the Husky 30-yard line. This drive started at the Highlander 48. And they are chewing up this first quarter clock here. They've gone almost 4 minutes with the ball. From the 30, Welkin off the jet sweep handoff. And again, not much going on that little jet sweep. Handoff to Broughton. He's going to lose a couple yards on the play. I'll bring up a 3rd down and or 2nd down and 12 back to the 32-yard line. From the 32-yard line. 2nd down and 12 for the Highlanders in Husky territory. Broughton goes in motion across the backfield. Welkin under center. Gives off to Elston at the 30. And Elston will get down close to the 26. So he will get 6 yards on that carry. Elston now with 5 carries for 18 yards. And at the 26, 3rd down and 6 for Valley City. At the 36-yard line, that's going to do it for your first quarter. So the first quarter in the books. And your score at the end of 1, it's Valley City nothing and Wahpeton nothing. We're back with the second quarter. This is Highlander football from Hannah Field, live on the Highlander Activity Network. So the Highlanders come up to the line of scrimmage as we start quarter number 2. First, third down and 6. Highlanders at the 26. Welkin sends his man in motion across the backfield. Broughton. Elston the lone setback. Movement on the line, so that'll get him a little bit closer. It won't be enough for a first down, but we'll get him closer. We'll bring up a 3rd and 1 from the 21. Handoff goes out to Elston. Elston trying to go out that right side. He'll get the first down inside the 20. McCaleb gets it down to the 18. So he will pick up 3 yards and enough for the first down for Valley City. On the 8th play of this drive, which started back at their own 48-yard line. First and 10 for the Highlanders from the 18 in Husky territory. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Under center, Welkin. He wants to throw, back to pass. And he heaves it downfield. It's going to be a little underthrown, incomplete. Looks like Bryce Komrosky was the intended receiver. We've got a roughing the passer call against Wahpeton. So that will be enough for a Highliner first down. It'll be I believe half the distance to the goal. Let's see if they did. Yep, it's the 9 yards. So down to the 9-yard line for the Highliners with 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Here in quarter number 2, no score, but Valley City knocking on the door. They have a first and goal from the 9, and now we have a whistle, and not quite ready yet. Not sure why they're not ready. Now they're just getting the chains out of the way because it is a goal situation. From the 9, inside handoff, gives off to and into the end zone goes Broughton, touchdown Valley City. They go with the counter, and he takes it in from 9 yards out, Brady Broughton. And the Highliners are on the scoreboard off that 9-play drive that took the last 5 minutes of the first quarter and the first 52 seconds of the second quarter. So now the conversion coming up here. Oh, no, hang on. Did I miss something? Oh, just not on the scoreboard yet. That's all it is. Now they are lined up for the conversion. So again, Brady Broughton takes it in from 9 yards out. And now the conversion attempt coming up. Welkin, Elston. And nope, stacked up with the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it. So the run is no good. And your score, with 7:08 left to go in the second quarter, it's Valley City 6, Wahpeton nothing. We're back with more Highliner football from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. So the Highliners, they go 9 plays, and they go 52 yards in those 9 plays, and take 5 minutes and 42 seconds off the clock. And it was Brady Broughton taking it in from 9 yards out. And the conversion failed, so it's 6-0 Valley City. Here's Amari Ronsberg, the line drive kick far side. And it gets past one of the backs at the 18. And now the return here on that far side by Damien. And Damien gets out across the 20 and then swarmed under there. Christian Modelin coming up with a big tackle. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Huskies, right around the 22-yard line. So their second possession here of the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Receivers coming out wide here, 2 to this side of the field, 1 to the wide side of the field. Backs in the back. Flack is the quarterback, gets the snap. He looks to throw, dumps it off screen near side, incomplete. Intended here on the near side by Tanner with a little screen. And now we have a flag on the play on the far hash mark. Matt Brandvold, our white cap, holding against the Huskies. And they're going to back him up. Coach Jimmy Howard said, walk it off. So they'll back him up inside the 15 to the 13. Yeah, well, the official was going to put it down. Now he picks it up again. Now he can put it down at the 11. So it's 6:55 remaining here in the second quarter. Valley City leading 6-0. Huskies will have a 1st and 10 from the, or first down from the 1st and 20 from the 11. Here goes the quarterback. And that almost was a horse collar tackle, but they did bring him down on that far side. As the quarterback on the carry there was Flack. And I'm going to say probably a gain of 5 out to the 16, out to the 16-yard line. Gain of 5 for Flack. That'll bring up a 2nd and 15 from the 16. Receivers wide both sides of the field. Back to pass, Flack, here comes pressure, throwing over the middle, and it's intercepted. Valley City with the pick at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, Tegan Klefgard, touchdown, Highlanders, actually Bowen Bulow with the pick, number 7, Bowen Bulow with the interception and brings it back 35 yards for the pick 6. And the Highlanders are back on the board and now lead it 12-0 with the conversion pending with 6:35 remaining in quarter number 2. So Bowen Bulow with about a 35-yard interception return for a touchdown. And now the conversion coming up here for Valley City. That one just fluttered off the hands of quarterback Flack. And playing out at that center field spot, if you will. Bulow was able to camp under it, come up with the pick, and it was clear sailing all the way in from there. And now the conversion here for the Highlanders. Welcome under center. Elston, the lone setback. He'll get the handoff, and McCaleb is going to be in for the 2-point conversion. So we come back up the field with 6:35 left to go here in this second quarter. And your score reads Valley City 14 and Wahpeton nothing. We're back with more Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. Bob McDonald back with you here at Hannah Field, junior high football. Camera operator, technical director tonight, Ray Nelson. Again, Valley City Highlander volleyball, they are on the road tonight. And they'll be taking on Red River. Junior high is hosting Carrington. Here's a line drive kick on the run and taken at the 30-yard line. Far side return and down across the 45-yard line. Peyton on the return. So the Husky offense back out onto the field with 6:28 to go in the second quarter. 14-0, Valley City leading. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Huskies from their own 45-yard line. Again, at their own 45. Receivers wide both sides of the field. They'll actually go twins here to the near side. With Peyton in the slot. Turn, handoff, Connor cuts the corner at the 45. Nice open field tackle at the 47-yard line. And coming up there was Bowen Bulow using that wrestling technique with a two-leg takedown, a double-leg takedown, a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 for the Huskies at their own 47. As we hit the 6-minute mark, and it's kind of been a little slower moving game. The 8th grade or the 7th grade game seemed to move quite quickly. Didn't have a lot of passes. And again, Connor on the carry, and that he fumbles the football, picked up by Elston, and then Connor went from running back to linebacker in a hurry. He was stripped there by Bryce Komrowski, and right there to pick up the loose fumble was Caleb Elston, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City at the Husky 39-yard line. So the opportunistic Highlander defense coming up with a big defensive play there on the tackle by Komrowski, the fumble recovered by Elston. And with 5:41 to go, the Huskies want to talk it over. We're in the second quarter. Valley City up 14-0. This is Highlander football from Hannah Field on the Highlander Activity Network. Five minutes and 41 seconds to go off the fumble recovery. Valley City takes over, and now a false start called against the Highlanders. So that's not the way you start a drive after coming up with a big defensive play. So now you back up 5, and it'll be back to the 44, 1st and 15 from the 44-yard line for Valley City. With 5 minutes and 41 seconds here in quarter number 2, Valley City leading at 14-0. Receivers wide, 2 to the left, 1 here to the right. Now here comes Broughton in motion. He'll lead the blocking. Elston gets the pitch. McCaleb at the 45, and a good open field tackle there by Damian. And comes up and brings him down after a short pickup at the 43-yard line. Actually, now just give him a 1 yard on the pickup there. Makes it 2nd and 14 from the 43. Highlanders with a 9-yard touchdown run by Brady Broughton, and then Bowen Bulow with a 35-yard intercept to return for a touchdown. That's where we sit with the Highlanders leading 14-0 with 4:58 to go, second quarter. Receivers, 2 here to the near side. Now Broughton in motion across the backfield. Here's Welkin, gives the inside hand up to Broughton. He's at the 40, and Broughton to the 35, and Brady's going to be down at the 35-yard line. He'll pick up 8 yards to the 35. That's how they scored their touchdown, on that little counter. And he'll pick up 8 yards. It'll be enough for a Highliner first down. 1st and 10 from the 35. Highliner tennis taking on Fargo North tonight in their regular season finale. Looks like they'll be on the road at West Fargo on Monday and playing round in the boys EDC tennis tournament. Cross country, they're up in Grand Forks this Saturday at the border battle with some 1,500 racers or something like that. A lot of runners are going to be up in Grand Forks this weekend. From the 35-yard line, on that counter again on the inside handoff. Broughton with a couple of yard pickup. So a gain of 2 for Brady. Brings up 2nd down and 8 from the 33. Highliner girls golf wrapped up their regular season this past week at the EDC tournament. They wrapped up their season at the EDC tournament at Boy de Sioux Golf Course in Wahpeton / Breckenridge. One of those unique golf courses. 9 holes on the Minnesota side, 9 holes on the North Dakota side. From the 33, 2nd down and 8 for the Highliners. Welkin, on the carry, and on the near side, Govan gets to the 30, and Garrett Govan, the 7th grader, running the quarterback spot here for the 8th graders. As Colton Gerlach, normally the other quarterback, he's in shorts here on the sidelines. So Govan on the carry takes it to the 28, picks up 5, but enough for a Highliner first down. So the Highliners at the 28-yard line will have it 1st down and 10. This will be play number 6 on the drive. Now Welkin back into quarterback. 2 receivers left. One here to the near side is Hayes. Elston the lone setback. Hand off. No. Welkin rolling. Pressure. And he's going to get brought down for a loss. Might have been a busted play, but Welkin will be brought down for a loss. JJ there on a tackle for the Huskies, along with Damien. From the 29, a loss of 1. And we'll bring up a 2nd down and 11 for Valley City at the Husky 29. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the 2nd quarter. That's how long it's been. It's dragging on. Seems like it's the 4th quarter, but it is only quarter number 2. 14-0, Highliners leading. Again, they will send Komorowski wide to the far side. Hayes, the lone receiver here to the near side of the field. Well, actually, that was Bulow, and here's the carry again. Elston almost stripped there by Damien, but Elston will take it from the 29 to about the 27, gain of a couple yards. So 3rd down play coming up, 3rd and 8 for the Highliners at the Husky 27. 1 minute, 48 seconds left to go. We're in the 2nd quarter with the Highliners on top, 14-0. Highliner football on the road again this week, as they're on the road at Jamestown. Again, they're doing the whiteout. They're going to have all white uniforms. From the 27, we're at Carlson Stadium, the new renovated football field at the University of Jamestown campus, between Jamestown High School and the UJ. From the 27, Welkin trying to call him off offsides. He'll give it off to Elston. Elston bounces off a teammate, bounces off another, and then wrapped up and brought down for no gain, if not a loss. Isaac there on the tackle. Well, they might even give him a yard to the 26-yard line. So either way you slice it, it'll bring up a 4th and long situation. So 4th down, timeout on the field. From the 26-yard line, the Highlanders need to get to the 18, so we'll call it 4th and about 8 yards to go for Valley City with 1:04 remaining here in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, we'll take a little break, got a 5-minute halftime, and then we'll be back here for the second half here on this Thursday night. And now the sun is behind, at least behind the stadium, so the field is now in complete shade. And being that we just have a half of football to go, doubtful that we'll turn on the lights. Line of scrimmage is the 26. It is a 4th and 8. Welkin looking. Oh, he's got a man wide open if he can get him. Oh, he goes down to the short route, and they're going to be close to it, and they're going to get the first down. He dumped it off. He did have a receiver deep downfield, and it would have been an easy touchdown, but he goes to the safety valve underneath on the underneath route, and completion there to Broughton. He'll take it inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. So they right at the sticks, and that will be a gain of 8 yards. And so the Highliners have a 1st and 10 from the Husky 18 with 47 seconds to go here in this second quarter. Welkin in motion. He sends his man across the backfield. Broughton, and we got a whistle, and the play is going to be called dead. Ball start, Valley City. And another timeout on the field. So with 36 seconds to go, we've got a first down here for Valley City. 1st and 10. After that penalty, it'll be a 1st and 15 back to the 23-yard line. Again, speaking of all of our fall coaches, you can also head to our Highlander Activity Network on YouTube and check out today's edition of Coach's Corner, as we had a chance to talk with Matt Nielsen, the head boys tennis coach, Tyler Van Bruggen, the girls golf coach who wrapped up their season with their EDC this past weekend, and Deb Bilkey, the cross-country coach for the Highlanders. We'll have that. That is on the Highlander Activity Network. Again, just go to YouTube, search Highlander Activities, and watch today's edition of Coach's Corner on the Highlander Activity Network. Again, we broadcast live from the Hack each Thursday morning at 7:30. And then it is archived on our YouTube channel. First down and 15 for Valley City from the Husky 23-yard line. Broughton in motion across the backfield. Welkin, Elston looking like he wants to throw. He's got a wide open Hayes, caught at the 5, and he is going to be in for the touchdown. Caleb Hayes wide open, a good throw by Elston, and a 23-yard touchdown on the halfback option pass. With 28 seconds to go here in this second quarter. The Highlanders on top now 20-0 with the conversion pending. So a nice throw by Elston. And Hayes was wide open. It was just a case of catch it. And he did. And he takes it in for the touchdown. And now the two-point conversion here for the Highlanders. Welkin starts his man in motion. Elston, the lone setback. He'll get the handoff, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped. And the conversion is no good. Bentley Foster there on the tackle for the Huskies. So your score with 28 seconds left to go in quarter number 2 is now Valley City 20. And the Huskies of Wahpeton nothing. Back with more Highlander football from Hannah Field on the Highlander Activity Network. Amari Ronsberg with the ball teed up here for Valley City. Highlanders up 20-0 with 28 seconds to go in the second quarter. There's a line drive kick. Grabbed at the 26-yard line to the 30. Here on the near side and out to about the 33-yard line. Christian Modlin there for Valley City on the tackle, and he was helped out there by Gavin Welkin. So out to the 34-yard line for the Huskies. First down and 10 with 22 seconds remaining. Here in the second quarter, Highlanders on top 20-0. So the Huskies with enough time for one, possibly two plays here. So it'll be first and 10 from the 34. They'll have three receivers wide to the right, one here to the near side. Black in the pistol. Gets the snap, looking to throw, under pressure, and he dumps it over the middle. It's got it, man, incomplete. Damien, the intended receiver, a little bit wide, or Tanner, the intended receiver, a little bit wide for him. And that brings up a second and 10 from the 34. With 17 seconds to go, only 5 seconds came off the clock. Junior high volleyballers are in the house, so their match with Carrington is complete. 7th and 8th graders are playing over at the Hack. From the 34, the varsity, they're on the road at Grand Forks Red River tonight in a very interesting matchup with the Riders. Snap, and the handout to the outside on the carry goes Connor, and Connor gets out across the 40 and gets to the 43. And unless a timeout is taken, that's going to be the final play of this second quarter. He gets out to the 43-yard line, and that'll do it. So it was about an 8-yard pickup, but that is going to do it for the first half. So your score at halftime, it's Valley City 20 and Wahpeton nothing. Coming up, we've got about 5 minutes, halftime. Our third quarter on the way. This is Highlander Junior High Football from Hannah Field, live on the Highlander Activity Network. Here we go. We start the second half, and the Highliners off the kickoff here to the near side. Running room for Elston to the 40, and Michaela Belsom across the 45 to the 46-yard line. And that is where the Highliner offense will come out and start their first possession here in the second half. Leading 20-0. And has been all Highliners in this one. Wahpeton did have one nice drive. So from the 47, first down and 10 for Valley City. Elston, the lone setback. He's got a touchdown pass today, 23-yarder to Caleb Hayes. Here's the handoff, running room briefly, out to about the 49, gain of 3 yards. Elston kind of mad at himself, thought he was going to probably have a little bit more than that, but was wrapped up by Parker. Out to the 49, gain of 3 yards. Second down and 7 for the Highliners at their own 49-yard line. 7 minutes and 26 seconds to go. Clock on the move here. We're in quarter number 3. Valley City up 20-0. Our next broadcast of Highliner Sports will be coming up here next Monday or next Tuesday, I believe, as we will have varsity, junior varsity C squad, and 9th grade volleyball from the Hack. From the 49, on the carry, running room, Broughton again on that counter, but this time they go right side instead of left side. He's going to have the first down, and he will take it to the 41-yard line. That's a 10-yard pickup. And Broughton will pick up the 10 yards, and the Highliner first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City at the Husky 41-yard line. Got the handoff again on that counter. And again, it went off right side instead of trying to go off left side. From the 41, it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City. Welken under center. Now he'll send Broughton in motion across the backfield. Actually, he'll stop. Line up as that fullback. Hand off to Elston. Spins off a tackle inside the 40. And gets down to the 38-yard line. So a gain of 3 yards there for Elston. Second down play coming up. As the Highliners leading 20-0 here in our 8th grade game. Here's a churn, handoff to Hayes, or to Broughton, and Broughton grabbed from behind. Trying to pull him back was Connor, but Broughton is going to get inside the 35 to about the 34. So he'll pick up 4 yards. Down to the 34-yard line. 4:55 here in quarter number 3. Highlanders facing a 3rd down and 3 from the 34. And here's the handoff, and that's going to be not much there. Maybe, well, they're going to give him forward progress to the 32-yard line on the carry there by Elston. There, it was Broughton on the carry. They'll give him a couple of yards. So the 32-yard line will be 4th down. from the 32. Cross in motion, brought into the backfield on a 4th down and 2. Elston on the carry at the 30, and he is going to get the first down to the 29-yard line. Needed 1, got 3. So the first down carry takes it down to the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City with 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the Husky 29. Broughton goes in motion across the backfield. Welkin, handoff, Elston, no. Grabbed from behind and brought down. Short pickup. Bentley Foster coming up there defensively on the tackle for Wahpeton. So they get to the 27. They'll give him a couple yards on the carry. So 2nd down and 8. From the 28-yard line. From the 27, here's Welkin. And off Elston, they grab his jersey and hold on at the 25-yard line and pull him back. Parker on the tackle. He'll get a little forward progress to the 23. That'll bring up 3rd down for Valley City. They need to get to the 19, 3rd and about 4 yards to go. Line of scrimmage is the 23-yard line. Minute 55, clock ticking here in the third quarter. Now they bring the play in from the sideline. Bowen Bulow, who has the pick 6 here in this game. He brings it in from the sideline, and he'll go wide here to the near side. Komrowski's wide to the far side. Broughton is a slot, but he'll eventually more than likely come in motion. Here he comes, across the backfield. Elston, the lone setback. On a 3rd down. Elston on the carry. And McCaleb will get to the 20-yard line. Being tackled there by Demetrius. Gets to the 20, so it'll bring up 4th down and 1. They needed 4, and they got another 3 yards. 3 straight 3-yard carries for Elston. So just shy of the 20-yard line, or well, just at the 20 now. It'll be 4th and 1. From the 20-yard line with 50 seconds left to go. 2 receivers wide to the far side, 1 here to the near side. Elston, the lone setback. Welkin, inside handoff, carry Elston, first down as he on a 4th and 1. From the 21 or from the 20 takes it down to the 14-yard line. So Elston with a 6-yard pickup. So from the 14, it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City. And the Highliners with a nice drive here. This started back at the 39 and for the Husky 39. With 5:41 to go in the quarter, and they have almost taken up the entire quarter. 10 seconds remaining. Welkin pitches to Elston. Elston at the 10 to the 5, cuts back inside at the 5, and he is in for the touchdown. Nice cut back there by McCaleb Elston. He takes it in from 14 yards away. And the Highliners with the clock showing 000, the end of the third quarter. It'll be Elston with a 14-yard run. And now the conversion coming up here for Valley City. And they lead 26 right now, 26-0. With the 2-point conversion coming up. So they come up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers wide to the far side. Here comes Broughton in motion, stops behind the tight end. He'll get the counter, and Brady Broughton is in for the conversion. So we'll come back up the field and start the fourth quarter. And your score is Valley City 28 and Wahpeton nothing. We're back with that fourth quarter kickoff. This is Highliner football on the Highliner Activity Network. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter, Valley City and Wahpeton, Highliners leading at 28-0. Amari Ronsberg with the ball teed up at the 40 will kick her deep here for the Highliners. A line drive kick taken at the 25-yard line to the 30, around the corner. Cutting it is Damien at the 35 and then out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Trevor Mathias on the tackle there for the Highliners. So from the 35-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for Wahpeton. And the Huskies really have not had any semblance of an offense here tonight. Highlander defense has played very well. And be from the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Huskies. Here is Flack to throw, being chased. And he is going to be brought down. Komrosky with the sack. And that's going to be a loss, maybe about 3 yards, as he got ahead a little bit to the 33-yard line. It's still going to be a loss of 2. And I'll bring up a 2nd down and 12 for the Huskies from the 33. Receivers, 2 of them wide to the far side, 1 here to the near side. And again, this time the dive play, and again, nothing there. Highliners, great surge on that defensive front. Amari Ronsberg there defensively for Valley City. Christian Modlin, the nose tackle. Gavin Welkin also the loss off the pile, and that's going to be a loss of a couple more back to the 30-yard line. So a loss of 2, then a loss of 3. Huskies with about 15 yards on the ground tonight. From the 30-yard line, 3rd down and 15 for Wahpeton. And they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send again 2 receivers far side, 1 here to the near side. And again in the quarterback sack coming up there. Amari Ronsberg coming through with the sack for Valley City. As Flack goes down again. It's going to be a loss back to the 25, another 5-yard loss. So 2 sacks in this drive here for Valley City. Brings up a 4th and 20 from the 25. 5:55 here in this fourth quarter. Here's the snap. It's a good one. And the approach by Tanner. High kick there, and actually low kick, line drive kick. And it's taken by Elston at the 45. And he spun down. He fumbled the football. It's still loose on the field. And boy, I don't know. I think, did Wahpeton fall on it? The ball was stripped away from Elston. It rolled backwards a little bit. There was a scrum for it. And now we'll wait and see who has the ball. And it is going to be, well, no signal yet. It is high the ball. Okay. So the line of scrimmage is the 47-yard line in Wahpeton territory for Valley City. 1st and 10 from the 47 with 5:31 to go here in the fourth quarter. Highlanders on top 28-0. They'll send two receivers wide to the far side. One here to the near side. Welkin, who's gone all the way quarterback. Garrett Goban did run one play on a quarterback keep. And Gerlach, who is also the other quarterback for this 8th grade team, on the sidelines injured. There's a handoff to Elston, and Elston, this time again, they're trying to strip him, hung on to the ball and got to the 44. Or, pardon me, the 46, gain of 1. Elston 47 yards on 14 carries on the ground here this evening. From the 46, 2nd down and 9 for Valley City. 5 minutes to go. Here in quarter number 4, Valley City on top, 28-0. Two receivers here to the near side, one to the far side. Now Brady Laut-Nicholson goes in motion. He gets the inside counter handoff on his first carry of the game, and he'll get inside the 45 down to about the 44, gain of a couple. Brings up 3rd down for Valley City, and we got an injured Husky. I think that might be Damien that is the injured Husky right now. Tabitha Muncie, our head trainer here at Valley City High School. We'll go out and have a look at the injured Husky with 4:31 to go here in the fourth quarter. Valley City on top, 28-0. We're back with more Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. Well, the injured Husky now off the field, and Valley City has it at the Husky 44-yard line. They are facing a 3rd down and 7 from the 44. With 4:10 to go, clock ticking down here in the fourth quarter. Highlanders up 28-0. And I do believe one more score will set us into the running clock mode. Welkin gets his offense set. Two receivers here to the near side. Laut-Nicholson now comes in motion across the backfield. And the handoff to Elston inside the 45 down to about the 43. So Elston with a pickup of 3 yards. So covered to the 42. So about 4 yards on the carry. So from the 42-yard line, it will bring up 4th down and 5 for Valley City at the Husky 42. 3:20 here in the fourth quarter. Highliners gotten a touchdown run by Brady Broughton. They had Bowen Bulow with a 35-yard interception return. Caleb Elston completed touchdown pass to Caleb Hayes, and then Elston a 14-yard run. From the 42, here's a handoff, and trying to get to the outside end does on that far side, and we got running him to the 35, to the 30, 25, and down inside the 20-yard line. That might have been, I don't know, that one might have been Orion Malcolm on the carry. As some of the 8th graders, or some of the 6th graders, due to the shorter numbers. So Malcolm on the carry as he popped down. I don't know if that was Malcolm, though. I'll have to get him. It was a number 6, but I don't believe that was Malcolm. Yeah, it was. Sure was. There he is. There's Orion. But a nice pickup. And he takes it down to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City at the Husky 23 with 2 minutes and 28 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Highliners on top. 28-0, looking to add. Malcolm, the lone setback. Now send Laut Nicholson in motion. Here's a handoff to Malcolm. Malcolm to the outside and spun down and thrown to the ground there. On the tackle was Connor. He just grabbed him and threw him to the ground. So it'll bring up 2nd down, gain to the 22. 2nd and 9 for Valley City. At the 22-yard line. Inside, around a minute and a half to go in this one. Highliners will win this and will gain a split tonight. 14-0. Highlander 7th graders winning, the Husky 7th graders. Laut Nicholson in motion across the backfield for Valley City. On to 2nd down. He gives it off to Garrett Govan, and Govan gets it inside the 20 to the 19. So Govan will pick up about 3 or 4 yards for Valley City. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners at the 20. Coming up on our post game, we'll recap the scoring in both these two games, and then I'll let you know what is coming up here for Highlander Athletics here on the Highlander Activity Network. As we're inside a minute to go. Highlanders just taking their time as they come out of the huddle. On the line of scrimmage is the 20. Under center, whoop, and that's a little premature movement by Trayson Sorolla. So back him up 5 to the 25. Second down and 3rd down play coming up here. Third and back to the 25-yard line. They need to get to about the 13, 3rd and 12 for Valley City. Home football coming up on Monday night as the Highlander Junior Varsity take on Bismarck St. Mary's. And the JV, they take on Central Cass, the junior high. 7th grade at 6, the 8th grade at 7, and at a 4:30 junior varsity football. So a triple header of football here on Monday night. And that is going to do it. The clock runs out, and the Valley City Highliners will win it here in our 7th place game, or our 8th grade game, as the Highlanders win by a final of 28-0. So a quick recap of the scoring in our first game tonight. Wahpeton and the 7th graders, they won 14-0 as Jet Johnson had a 21-yard touchdown run. Trayson Kappas out of the 2-point conversion. And then Johnson scored on a 13-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion failed. And that was a 14-0 lead for Wahpeton. Then that was the final in that first one. Then in our 8th grade game, Valley City got a 9-yard touchdown run by Brady Broughton. The 2-point conversion failed at 7:08 of the second quarter with 6-0 Valley City. Then Bowen Bulow with a 35-yard interception return for a touchdown. And it was McCaleb Elston running in the 2-point conversion with 6:35 to go in the first half. Highlanders up 14-0. Then just before halftime, It was Elston on a halfback option pass. Through and completed one to Caleb Hayes, a 23-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion failed, and the Highlanders led 20-0 in heading to the locker room. Then just as the third quarter was running out, Elston on a 14-yard touchdown run brought and added the extra point. And the 2-point conversion, that made it 8-0, and that is your final here tonight. So the Highlanders will split with Wahpeton here in junior high football. Again, coming up here next week, we've got triple-header football on Monday as Valley City will be taking on Bismarck St. Mary's, and that will be the first game coming up at 4:30. And then at 6 o'clock, it will be Valley City and Central Cass. And at 7 o'clock, it will be Valley City and Central Cass 8th graders at 7. So that'll be our next broadcast, and we're going to wrap things up here tonight. My thanks again to Ray Nelson, our technical director and camera operator tonight. And, of course, you, our viewers, watching us and enjoying tonight's broadcast on YouTube. Tell all your friends and relatives how they can find Highlander activities. Just go to YouTube and search Valley City Highlander activities and enjoy what we have on the Highlander Activity Network. Again, finals tonight, Wahpeton winning in the 7th grade game 14-0, and Valley City in the 8th grade game 28-0.